Hey guys, this is Nonkel Roge from Belgium. As I mentioned in my previous video about how to make colloidal silver, well, I like to keep my level of bullshit to the minimum when I'm researching some kind of information. The same was with this little device. I'm gonna talk to you about, this is not kind of invention, but something that's been perfected by Dr. Robert Beck. And you can Google for it, it's really cool. When I found this invention, it's called Silver Pulsar. Yeah, it's made by Sota Instruments, blah blah blah, it's not important. When I heard about this device, this guy, Dr. Robert Beck, he was claiming that this is really good for your immune system, or the same as silver colloid, of course, that it will make your blood last longer. And this procedure is very easy to do, and it's just, you know, to keep your health in good condition, blah blah blah. So for me this was kind of too good to be true. I said, hey, this can be real. So I went ahead and I got this machine and I said, okay, let's do some testing. So I tested it out on myself. I'm gonna talk to you about how it works and what kind of effect it had on me. Well, first of all, you got all kind of crazy stuff that came with it. This wristband, you got your electrodes here, you got your cotton sleeves that you need to place over the electrodes. These are quite dirty because I use them a lot. Then you got the machine itself. You got a power source of 9 volts battery. Then you got your button for on-off and regulating the amount of current that you will be putting through the electrodes, and you got some LEDs to show you how it works. It runs on the frequency that it produces, if I'm not mistaken, is 3.8 Hertz. And this is, for the guys who don't know, that means in 1 second the electrical field will change 3.8 times from positive to negative. That's it. It's very simple. And a strange thing, the body uses the same frequency. For example, when you're sending out a thought, or when there's some kind of a signal that's going from your brain to your other organs or arms or legs, etc., it uses the same frequency too. So that means it's beneficial. Dr. Robert Beck is actually a really cool guy. I done some research about the studies that he did with electricity and how it can be beneficial for the body, and they done some tests on people who are quite ill, and they got a lot of positive results. And to be honest, there are no harmful effects, because do you know somebody who died from using a 9-volt battery? That's bollocks, you know. So it's only 9 volt. It's we're talking about milliamps. Also, it's just, you know, it's just beneficial. What kind of effect did it have on me? It's very strange. So when I used this machine for a few days, I noticed that I started drinking less and less coffee, that my energy started getting back to me, so I wasn't very tired. And yet every night I sleep for about 5 or 6 hours, because I got a lot of stuff to do. Then I noticed that my appetite started to change. I kind of, you know, the fatty foods and all this stuff, it just didn't taste it that good. So wanted to eat more healthy stuff. However, I'm not really a fan of that stuff, but it tasted quite good at that time, you know. And also, by combining it with colloidal silver, I also didn't get sick. I didn't have any disease whatsoever. So on me it had quite positive effects. So actually I tested it out on myself, and this stuff apparently really works. So I'm gonna show you how you can use this machine. Okay, so you got your arm, and from the heart there are 2 arteries going here, or 2 veins, or whatever you want to call them. So it's very important that you locate these 2, that when you press it down with your finger you can feel the blood pulsing in there. So what you do, you just take these electrodes, put some cotton over them, dip it in salt water for better conduction, just put it right on these arteries, put the strap over it, and let it sizzle for about 15 minutes, depending on what kind of current you want to put through it, what's comfortable for you and what doesn't bother you at all. Okay, that's it. Just use it 1 or 2 times a day, depending on your condition, depending on what kind of effects you want to achieve, and you know, within a week or so you will start getting results. For me, I'm a very skeptical guy. I don't believe everything that I hear, so I need to research it for myself, and this stuff really works. I like it. And if you guys have some kind of knowledge about electricity, you can find the plans and download them from the internet. Okay, let me make a second part because it's taking too damn long. Bear with me, guys.